Alright, gonna try out some Tokyo Extreme Racer drifting in this video. The I guess maybe I should try to have as good a frame time latency whatever as possible if I'm going to be trying to do something like that. So for graphics, I've got everything on ultra right now, but I will put global illumination on medium. So instead of getting like 70 frames per second, I'll get like 100 or something. I don't know. And that ought to do it. I tried to make the Brian Too Fast Too Furious skyline, but I couldn't do it perfect because you can't draw or erase manually or warp. All you can do is like move, resize, and place for the vinyls that they do provide you. But that's close enough, good enough, whatever, who cares. My biggest gripes about the game are that it's too easy. That you can beat the whole game with the starter car basically. And so by the time you get something like a Skyline or a Supra or an RX-7, it's overkill. The game's already too easy. So hopefully, it's still in early access. Hopefully they'll increase the difficulty eventually. But it's still a blast. I really love this game. It's got pretty much everything you want. It's just, like I said, it's a little too easy right now. The drifting is handbrake only. If you try to like steer all the way with just your regular brake pedal, the rear will not break loose. You have to pull a handbrake to get it like that, to get the tail to come out like this. But if you just brake, there's infinite grip on the rear tires, and the rear won't come out. Also, like, watch, you can't do a burnout. So if I put it in neutral, rev it up, throw it in first, it won't do a burnout. Same thing with the donut. If you try to do donuts, it'll only go about 90 degrees and it just stops. So when I come out of this tunnel, I'll show you what I mean about donut issue. Okay, so right over here. Here we go, a little space here. Alright. I'm gonna back up here. So I'm getting away. Alright, put it in neutral, rev it all the way up, steer all the way to the right, throw it in first. See, no donut. The most you can do if you tap the handbrake is get it to go 90 degrees, and it just magically finds grip from somewhere and it stops. So I think they need to reduce the grip levels on the rear tires, and I think that would be a welcome addition. You can also rub walls in this. Watch, I'm gonna rub the wall. See, and it's really fine. There's no big penalty for that. I might be one of the only people sadistic enough to miss the really punishing walls from the Dreamcast Tokyo Extreme Racers, where if you so much as looked at a wall, it would bring you to a complete stop. But I like that because it forced you to get good, where now you can rub a wall and it doesn't matter. I'm getting about 110, 115 frames per second here with global illumination on medium. 7 or 8 milliseconds latency. 6, yeah. I don't know. It's fluctuating a good little bit. But maybe I should put on global illumination and see. Let's see. Return to garage. You can't change graphics settings from the track. You have to go back to the garage, unfortunately. It'd be cool if you could change the graphics settings from the track. Yeah, oops, wrong menu. You gotta hit circle button, go to options, graphics. What we're gonna do, put global illumination on ultra. Oops. There we go. And see how much it kills the frame rates here. Let's see. Oh yeah, while I'm at it, I should try that motion shake camera vibration reduction. I don't know, I'll just put it on half. It never bothered me. I know people in the forums were complaining on day one that there's way too much camera shake. It never bothered me. I actually like it because it makes you feel like you're going extremely fast, and it only really kicks in when you're going like very, very fast. So, but I think some people are very sensitive to stuff like that, so and others aren't. I don't know. Like, some people can't watch a YouTube video of somebody in virtual reality headsets where they're moving around all the time. And to me, it doesn't faze me. I can look at it all day long. It doesn't make me motion sick or anything. So I think I'm just weird like that. Oh, you get paid for drifting. So, I don't know. That's kind of nice. And you get paid for what they call close calls, where you zoom past traffic and you're very close to their door or whatever. That's nice. That's a nice little addition that they didn't have in the old game. And you can race against the traffic, so that's cool too. You couldn't do that in the old game. And what else? Oh, what was I doing? Oh, look at the lighting. Global illumination on Ultra. It does look a lot better. With the global illumination on Medium, it was too dark in the shadows. It looked like, oops, what am I doing? It looked like pitch black. Now, if you notice, like the rear of the car, even when I go like under a tunnel or something, it's never pitch black. Like up here, the car would have been in pitch blackness in certain areas, and so you're missing a lot of the lighting with that. But that is a setting that really kills the frame rate, so it might be worth it depending on what frames you're getting. But anyways, yeah, I like this game, man. I would recommend it. They need to increase the difficulty, and I think they need to reduce the grip on the rear tires, and that's about it. But even if they didn't, even if they just leave it like this, man, it's a lot of fun. I just been playing it since it came out. It's addictive. It's very fun. But I always like to get Xtreme Racer games, so to me this is like already good enough, you know. I'm not really complaining. And I can't wait for the Honda NSX. I know that there was a leak that the Hondas are coming, you know. That'll be a lot of fun. The NSX was always my favorite. And this is an all-wheel drive GTR, and I haven't changed anything with the limited slip differential settings or the like the torque distribution between front and rear, and so that could be why I'm really struggling. Oops, like you see here to drift. Although I don't know what that was, a violent overcorrection that occurred, so I think I just have to get my head around the fact that when I counter steer for a while, there will be a lag, a bit of a delay, and then it will come around very aggressive. So if I learn to let off right before it does that, basically just learning the quirks of the arcadey, drifty physics. But sometimes it feels like it doesn't really do that much, so I don't know. See, that one felt fine, easy to control, but other times it doesn't, so I wonder. Let's try it here. Well, the car might, yeah, the car is in my way. Can't really do it. Anyways, I'm getting 69 frames a second now with global illumination on Ultra here in the tunnel. So that's fine still, I guess. Everything's on Ultra. Looks good. Let's go, you know what? That's actually fine for this video. I was going to talk more about some of the new features like the perks system and all that, but to be honest, nobody's watching this video for that because there's a bunch of videos already on YouTube that cover all that stuff. The only thing that I wanted to talk about is what they weren't talking about on the YouTube videos, primarily what does it feel like for somebody who used to play the old ones, like me pointing out that you can't do donut, you can't do a burnout. When you just brake with a brake pedal, it won't break the tail loose. The new handbrake system, the handbrake mechanics, what drifting looks like, and the performance. That global illumination setting, either medium or ultra, changes about 30 frames per second on the performance there. And I don't think anybody's talking about the performance or the drifting or the traction, or mentioning that the AI is too easy and that you can beat the whole game with a starting car. And then also, what else did I cover? I covered that for controller settings, what's the good controller settings, and I think it's dead zone, like as low as you can get it, handle response time right in the middle, and handling return time all the way to the left. And then also the steering angle correction on, because all that does is it reduces the angle you can steer when you're at very high speed, which is obviously good for a control pad. So yeah, man, that's pretty much covers it. I would definitely recommend this game. I've been having a blast with it. It's a lot of fun. And it's only going to get better because it's in early access. Blah, 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 blah. So yeah, I like it.